Nikki and Rajbir Singh were introduced to Gurudev in their early 20s, and therefore their son Anand Bir was lucky to be exposed to Gurudev even before he knew it. It seems, while Nikki was carrying Anand Bir, she was fed butter by Gurudev, and he is amongst the few lucky souls known as Gurudev's butter babies. Born into a Sikh family, Anand Bir was considered by Gurudev as his own, was named by him, and remains even today his ardent devotee in thought and action. Educated at the Doon School, Dehradun, and a graduate of Fisher Business School at Ohio, Anand Bir today works with his father at Anandini Financial Services, a business named and set up under the guidance and blessings of Pujya Gurudev himself. Please, could we invite Anand Bir to share his memories and experiences with Gurudev.
Hari Om Swamiji and my extended family. As we celebrate this 100th year of H.H. Swami Chinmayanandji, I think it's important that we reflect on his influence on us personally and our families and loved ones. I think when you do that, you will get a glimpse of the true magnanimity of Gurudev. Now multiply that by crores for the number of lives he touched upon, and then you may understand what a phenomenon we were fortunate enough to have met and interacted with. Gurudev knew I was coming into this world before my parents did, and after he sent them to have all the necessary tests, it was confirmed. He then had a major argument with my mother about what to name me, and we all know how arguing with a woman ends up. Even Gurudev couldn't win that one. My first interaction with him was something I obviously don't remember. But as I grew older, my interactions became more fruitful, frequent, and meaningful. My sister and I spent most of our summers in Sidbari in Dharamsala, and the ashram in Pawai was like our second home. We used to write to Gurudev quite often, usually sharing our achievements in school or just a general note inquiring about his health. Over the years, we had several experiences, or as I would like to call them, blessings from Gurudev. Most of you sitting here today have also had some memorable experiences or have been touched by him and his teachings in some way or form. Gurudev made everyone feel like they were the most important person to him. From opening our first bank accounts to celebrating our birthdays in the ashram, Gurudev held our hand in every step we took. He guided my father professionally and my mother emotionally. I remember growing up watching the Wimbledon several times with Gurudev in Sidbari. The epic matches between Pete Sampras and Andre Agassi. Gurudev was a huge supporter of Sampras, and I would often wonder, he's a Swamiji, why doesn't he just close his eyes, chant some mantras, and make Sampras win? Every event or interaction of mine with Gurudev has meant something different to me at different stages of my life. For after I knew that he couldn't chant mantras and make Sampras win, there was no point in asking him to make me pass my exams. That was Gurudev's way of teaching me to do my best and leave the rest, and the output was a direct result of the input. I still keep that in mind today in my family and professional life. I also learned that Gurudev wasn't someone I needed to go to in order to get things done. He was the light that would guide me in the direction where things would get done. Gurudev's kutia in Sidbari had this lovely wooden floor, which my sister, another friend of ours, and I were given the responsibility to wax and polish one afternoon. It was something we really weren't looking forward to, but since it was Gurudev's order, there was no thinking about it. It had to be done. So all afternoon, I was busy polishing the floor, while my sister and our friend were lazing around playing the fool. They went on the assumption that when Gurudev's light came on, they would quickly pretend to start working again. Suddenly, before his expected time of arrival, Gurudev was standing upon us and looking at the situation where I was scrubbing the floor and the others were not. He told me at once to stop work and go to the kitchen and ask for a treat. The other two had to finish the floor and only then leave. Through my growing up and teen years, this lesson always taught me not to stray because Gurudev was always watching. As I started my professional career, this incident taught me to work without any expectations and the outcomes will be fantastic. Going ahead, I'm sure I'll derive many more meanings through this incident, and this, ladies and gentlemen, was Gurudev's way of teaching me. My last interaction with Gurudev is ongoing. When I was very young, maybe 1 or 2 years old, Gurudev wrote a letter to me which was sealed, and he asked my mother to give it to me on my 10th birthday. I turned 10 in October 1993, just 3 months after Gurudev left his body and attained Mahasamadhi. The first line of the letter read, "I will not be here when you open this letter." Gurudev then went on to give me guidance on how to respect my parents, live a clean and balanced life, and be a good human being. The letter was short, yet crisp, and to the point, much like Gurudev's teachings. This letter, however, then took me back to square one, where I began to believe, and still do, that Gurudev did have something magical about him. Whenever I have something to cheer about, or when I'm in a difficult spot, I think of Gurudev, which is why I said earlier, my last interaction with him is ongoing. Our family has been most fortunate to have been able to meet and interact with Gurudev so closely. Every decision in our family is taken with Gurudev at the back of our mind. My parents are currently in Sidhbari, as they have been going on the 3rd of August every year for the last 22 years, and I've only missed it once. My sister and I go to Sidhbari before every big decision we take. My wife has been a few times as well, and Gurudev made sure my son's first trip out of Mumbai was to Sidhbari. I often go online and search for a lecture from Swamiji on a topic that's relevant to my situation at that time. And I recently came across a tribute to Gurudev and thought the lyrics of the song were most apt for the impact Gurudev has had on my life. So I would like to end by reading out these lyrics. You raised me up so I can stand on mountains. You raised me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I'm on your shoulders. You raised me up to more than I can be. Hari Om.